Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at Vechain Vet. So we actually see Vechain Vet right now at 3.38% of an increase in the last 24 hours. Taking a look at the last week though, we did see a 5.8% decrease, coming all the way from 14 cents down to about 11 cents, and now bouncing a little bit back up, having a nice recovery in this bull market part two. If we do take a look at the last month though, we are still seeing a 57.4% increase in the last month. Obviously still very, very bullish on Vechain. A lot of great news and information coming out just recently regarding Vechain as well. So we will cover that in today's video. Also really kind of covering, the price predictions as well for the end of the year and the end of the bull market part two. If you guys haven't noticed though, Vechain, like I said, a lot of volatility continuing to take place. We saw, like I said, that 14-cent price point drop all the way down to 11 cents and then back up to this 12 to 13 cent range. So we are going to kind of cover the market as a whole as well. If we take a look at the market, we are seeing a price that has jumped just recently for Bitcoin specifically, as well as so many other altcoins across the space, jumping from $47,000 all the way up to $48,000 and almost $500. So we are continuing to see this kind of growth and this kind of volatility in the market. Obviously, a lot of upticks, I should say, or upturns, and then downturns as well. I'm not looking for the right wording there, but we do have Vechain here at $7.9 billion is the current market cap. And in my opinion, that's very, very undervalued. Obviously, like I said before, I think we're undervalued anything below 20 cents with Vechain at this current price. I do think, in the volume in the last 24 hours only being 917.5 million, being below that $1 billion mark, gives a lot of people room for institutional as well as retail investors to actually get involved at very low price points. And like I said, I think this is going to continue to grow with the market cap over time. If we take a look at Vechain, there is a good summary here, so I will give you guys this read real quick. So Vechain is a cryptocurrency and smart contracts platform focused on supply chain management. It allows manufacturers to add sensors such as RFID tags to their products that can then record data onto the Vechain blockchain. So we saw this last month being a 57% increase. I do want to jump into some of the big recent news regarding Vechain though. So this is one that we've covered previously in our last Vechain update, but it's one I want to kind of mention again before we jump into the new stuff. So great to see coverage by Yahoo about our blockchain-based carbon footprint tracking SaaS platform. Vechain's public blockchain technology will be crucial for helping enterprises and governments turn the tide against humankind's biggest threat. So this is absolutely huge. Like I said, the fact that Vechain is getting so much support from governments is definitely a good thing. Really, you're hoping that Vechain does expand beyond China is one of the biggest tweets here. And you have to realize they are working on that, and they have been, making some, in my opinion, great strides to do so. I do want to jump into the next tweet, though. This one's talking about the Atomic Wallet. You can now actually purchase Vet directly with their, actually on the Atomic Wallet. You can purchase Vet directly using their Visa MC Fiat on-ramp, bringing Vet much more accessibility to everyone, which is something I talk a lot about. So it's great to see Vechain understands that accessibility is going to be very, very important moving forward. Like I said, Coinbase needs to actually list them. We've talked about that prior to this video as well. I would assume over the next couple of months, we are going to see a Vechain listing on Coinbase, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I didn't expect it to come previously when everyone was hyping it up. But now that the hype's kind of died down a little bit, I could easily see Vechain, starting to be coming in these next, 10 or 15 listings on Coinbase. If we take a look at Vechain Foundation, though, they also talk about a fantastic article by CoinMarketCap on how Vechain is uniquely positioned to really kind of deliver, that green tech application to the real economy. So we will continue really building blockchain-based sustainability or solutions and deliver on global digital transformation goals. And the CoinMarketCap article goes into kind of details on that. So we're not going to jump too far into this one because we've kind of talked about this before, but the supply chain management platform hopes the new carbon measurement tool will make it easier and cheaper for businesses to work together to provide accurate data. Obviously, Vechain's huge issue that they're trying to solve, that's becoming a bigger business problem as consumers pay more attention to their own carbon footprints and how the companies they buy from affect that, as Elon Musk's rapid backtrack on Tesla accepting Bitcoin in payments shows. The new service is targeting China first. The country's new battle against pollution, as some of the worst in the world, was a big factor in China's recent ejection of all power-draining crypto mining farms. So the Vechain Foundation cited the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change representative Alejandre, it looks like. I guess the big thing I want to kind of talk about as well, when we go back to that tweet, I was just kind of thinking this in my head, and I want to kind of go back to it. So I really wish Vechain would expand beyond China. So what we've seen multiple times from Vechain is they want to perfect what they have in China and then move globally. And I think if you have something perfected, it's very, very easy to make it a mass adoption, mass scaling, global adoption type of deal very, very, very quickly, like I said. So I do think they are doing it in the right order, working with China to make sure they're, doing everything correctly, everything's working smoothly. And then, like I said, moving into that mass adoption, they're trying to do both at once at the same time. But they've talked multiple times about trying to complete the really expansion on China first. So we see Vechain and Motley Fool. This is another big time, article that we've talked about. Here, this one actually came out August 25th. So they talk about, is Vechain a buy? And like I said, Vechain, in my opinion, yes, it's a buy. But they talked about how in 2019, Walmart China teamed up with Vechain Foundation to streamline product management between its suppliers and stores and customers using its blockchain network. So they continue to find big partnerships. And in my opinion, with big partnerships comes big things. And, it's one thing to know that, people are big fans of Vechain, but potential to revolutionize supply chain management alongside its growing recognition, it is a solid investment to add to one's crypto portfolio. So I do have it in my crypto portfolio, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well. I will say, guys, always do your own research before investing. As I'm not a financial advisor, just trying to give you guys all the crypto news related to Vechain and then talk about those price predictions that I believe are definitely possible. So Vechain and are really the enterprise blockchain as well. So Vechain CEO Sunny Liu was interviewed in an article on how enterprises are beginning to see the many advantages of public blockchains versus their private counterparts. So this one kind of goes into the details. Like I said, we never really jump into the nitty-gritty details. So if you guys do hold maybe, I don't know, a lot of Vechain, whatever a lot of Vechain is to you, jump into this article, deep dive into these things, because it's very, very important, like I said, to do your own research, find out what's going on, and, understand that you're still invested in something you believe in. I think a lot of people will stay invested in things for too long, not specifically happening in Vechain in this case, but it's just a good habit to get into, to always do your own research as well as, finding that content online. So Vechain has debuted, or, a blockchain really initiative designed to track and record carbon emissions data. So if we actually take a look at this article debuting this really blockchain, like I said, platform to encourage carbon data reporting, it's a big announcement. So Vechain, like here it says actually at the top, Vechain has announced a new blockchain initiative designed to help businesses openly track and report their carbon emissions data. So Vechain's blockchain-based digital carbon footprint SaaS service provides a comprehensive, scalable platform for enterprise to be able to better calculate, track, and report their carbon reduction initiatives across the entire value chain. So, like I said, we're not going to jump too much into details on this, but definitely a good article to continue seeing articles out of Cointelegraph, CoinMarketCap, as well as just continued support for Vechain altogether. Makes me believe this coin is going to continue to do very, very big things in the next month as well, like we saw in this previous month of a 57% increase. If we give it a quick refresh, let's see where we're at right now. So we are still seeing that 57% increase in the last month, right around that 12 to 13 cent range. If we actually take a look at the all-time high, that's one thing that a lot of people look at. We saw a massive push up to 28 cents during the main bull market. I do think it's a very, very good opportunity for a lot of people to buy in at, like I said, these previous price points of 7 or even 6 cents that we saw during this dip. And I think, as time goes by, we will see a lot of people regretting their decision not to buy in during that. But I think, Vechain's one of those coins we're going to see by the end of the year pushing higher and higher past its previous all-time high, most likely a 30 to 50 cent price point on Vechain by the end of the year. And then by the end of the bull market, we've talked about this price quite a bit as well. I think $1 is still that price target. I think we're still going to hit that $1. We're still on pace. I know it's going to be a slow start, but I think once we get started, we start to get retail as well as institutional investors back invested and investing into crypto. Vechain is going to be one of those obvious or, kind of outliers that has a fairly low market cap, but still a solid enough market cap to remain, pretty stable on this increase up. And I think a lot of people love the idea of Vechain, love what it's trying to accomplish, and long-term, I think it's still a great investment. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about Vechain, let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. I think this is a long-term coin. I've talked about it before. Cardano, everyone called it a stable coin at some point. And, see it now to continue to boom the way it is. If we take a look at the market, you see Cardano up 10%, 285 right now, continuing to push that $3 mark. And, Vechain could easily be doing the same thing, starting to see that stabilization, that kind of consolidation, and then a massive push when people start to get reinvested or interested in the coin altogether. Like I said, all it takes is a Coinbase listing, some partnerships, some accessibility, and this coin is going to continue to push forward, in my opinion. So thank you guys again, like I said, for subscribing to the channel. If you guys have not already, make sure to subscribe, like the video, turn notifications on, because we talk about these coins pretty much every day, you know, whether it's Vechain, Cardano, Stellar Lumens, Chainlink, Polkadot, we talk about them all on this channel. And I do have, by the way, a Patreon that I do want to kind of talk about a little bit as well. So 100K subscribers, I was able to hit that just yesterday with the help of you guys. So I really do appreciate you guys' awesome support. If you guys want to support me even more, I do have a Patreon, like I said, in the description down below. You can find out low market cap picks, as well as, you know, pre-sales, ICOs. I give you guys all of the best information I can find on crypto, and I give it to you guys first on that Patreon. Obviously, thank you again for the awesome support. Just being a subscriber is enough for me, but if you guys want to support me farther, you guys know where to do so. The Patreon is in the description below. I'll see you guys all in the next one.